So everyone, welcome to today's video. I am Storytime. As you know, I am the lovely man. Now, I'm going to be talking about foster homes. Now, I did actually search this up and I am kind of reading it as a thing. But the reason I am talking about foster homes is because one of my friends is one and she did a video about it. So, I feel like, you know what? Maybe it's time to talk about that. To be honest, guys, I've actually debated whether I should talk about mental health or foster homes. But based on that, I decided to go with foster homes. Since one of my friends have already done it. So I guess the first question, as Google put me at, is how much money do foster parents get per month? And it says the state of California pays foster parents an average of $1,000 to $2,000, $1,000 to $2,609 per month to help with the expenses of taking care of the child. I'm not exactly sure what the reference is here, but I would say that it is something that you wouldn't expect from usual people. And for overall, how much money would you get for taking care of a kid? And that is really well. Taking care of the expenses. It is one of the highest paying, and says it is one of the highest paying states in the nation of this regard. This figure is for each child you take into your home. So I'm assuming if you get like 1,000 kids, you get a lot of money for it, I suppose. So it's not exactly a bad thing, but it's also because I feel like a lot of kids could suffer from that, and I'm gonna go for my own little thing of what I've been. Now I'm gonna go over what I've heard from her video, which is, as far as you know, you could switch houses on the fly, and yeah, yeah. So it's not exactly a thing that always goes. And yeah, it's a lot. That also goes for Manitoba. Says you will receive a total of 77.25 a day while a foster child is in your care. And I can't agree that it's a lot of money. This amount covers the child's expenses as well as the carer's allowance. You will receive a total of $60 per day for the youth of match replacement. This amount covers the youth's expenses as well as the carer's allowance. So I'm assuming you get different things for depending on what you have. Does that mean you'll receive between those two numbers? I don't exactly say. Again, I'm kind of reading this as it is. And yeah, it even says, how long does a foster child stay with you? About 13 months. Since foster are as young as toddler age and as old as college age students, the length of time a foster stays in the system depends on various factors. However, on average, a child typically stays with their foster family for about 13 months. And I can tell that from my friend, she has stayed a lot longer than that. And to be honest, it is a lot of effort for that. Again, you could be on a house. If you're a foster, you could be there for a long time. You could constantly move houses for a long time until you are, I'm assuming, 18 and you're allowed to move on your own. 19 gamer. Story time here. So for of the month, it's a lot of things. You can make a lot of money off of it, but you'd also have to be a responsible parent, I'm assuming, to get that money. So it's a lot of things. You even get, which is using over everything I've seen, what do foster homes do? And that is a lot of things you can think about. And yeah, there's a lot of things to think about when it comes to that fact. A fact that I wouldn't actually recommend on a lot of circumstances of everything. If you look at circumstances, there's a lot to take in. And for that, it is a lot of things. And I'm not even gonna read foster homes do because, I'm trying to sum up as much as I can this video. Another thing is that you could literally, and my friend Crystal Moon, she has put a lot of things into her video. One of them happens to be that one of her brothers had a very strong relationship. That's another thing. If you have a bond with one of them, discovering that you're about to be moved, kind of like Crystal Moon, is kind of heartbreaking. Which I can understand that, because I'm not a foster myself. If I was, I wouldn't probably be making as much of a YouTube video as I do. But if I were, I can assume leaving my brothers would definitely be not the best thing. And looking at the evidence here, it's a lot of care to take care of these kids. It's a lot more than I would assume it would be. And honestly, if I'm looking at this data correctly, you get like a lot of money for it. But I mean, overall, fosters, I guess, would have the hardest of it. But I mean, if you look at the child's perspective, like, they have a lot of issues. If I would, being honest, in that extent, there'd be a lot of money you'd get a lot of money out of the process, yes, but the kid probably comes from a lost family. Again, I'm gonna take something from Crystal Moon exactly. I'm not exactly if that was exactly accurate, but I remembered those words, and I don't know if it's wrong. Moon had a parent who was behind bars, at least from what I remember. Okay, if Crystal Moon is watching this, can she actually confirm whether that's true or not? I don't know if she watches my videos, but, having a foster home, that's probably not the biggest idea. But overall, I guess, thanks for watching this video. But I guess a couple things that we do probably support before we end. And then you've got this. What do foster homes do? Foster carers support families by caring for children where parents get help to change for a period of time. Foster carers take on the responsibilities as a parent to provide a safe, nurturing, and secure family environment for children and young people needing care. And that is a lot of information to take from that one sentence. Basically meaning that if you are a child, you will be put into an environment that, and, it's kind of difficult. So, if we're being a whole bunch of honest, this is a really long video, but overall, I think that it is a big discussion. Now, this is obviously a lot bigger than what I can sum up in one video, and I'm kind of reading off of Google here. I'm just kind of reading off of a couple things. The things you can learn about this is definitely big, so if you guys want to see more content like this, I host a lot of things. I do game theories, I do my theories on games, I record instances, I do stuff like this, which is talking about things that affect the real world. I shall see you in the next video. Peace out, everyone.